pursuit of happiness, the secret, the law, the magic of imagination and visualization, motivation, inspiration. Chapter 1, Time Management. Very often you hear people say, I don't have time. They said they don't have time to do important things, things that can change their life, things that can change their family life. They don't have time to do things that can move them up on the top of the pyramid. They don't have time sometimes even to improve their life, to do things that can improve their life. They don't have time for education. You have people say they don't have time for pretty much the most important thing in their life. If you really want to do something, you will find a way to do it. If you don't, you will find excuses, and excuses after excuses. There is no question that I don't have time. We usually give priority to the things that we want to do and accomplish. And whatever we don't want to do, we simply say, I don't have time. There are 24 hours in a day, 1,440 minutes, and 86,400 seconds. We all have the same amount of time. There are 12 months in the year, 52 weeks, 365 days, 8,760 hours, 52,600 minutes, and 315,003,600 seconds. Guess what? We all have the same amount of time. Success depends on how you use your time. You can spend it or you can invest it. If you spend your time, don't expect to have anything back. Don't expect to have interest. Don't expect to have dividend. But if you invest your time, certainly you can expect benefits, interest, dividends, ROI, return on investment. It's your own responsibility to know if you want to invest your time or if you want to spend your time. Please take the time to do what you're supposed to do for yourself, for your family, for your friends. Stop saying, I don't have time, because you have it and you have plenty of it. Time management. Chapter 2. Chapter 2, Success and Opportunity. In life, it's good to know yourself, know your strength, know your weakness. Evaluate and always reevaluate your plan, your methods, your strategies, your way of doing things. Seek opportunity in every occasion. If you don't see opportunity coming towards you or passing close to you, because sometimes you, yourself, you just have to create your own opportunity. Your own opportunity. Success is not so much of what we have, but what we are. To my understanding, the only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. Put that in perspective. The elevator of success is out of order. Get this there one step at a time. Imagination, visualization will take you everywhere. Focus on what you want and it will come into your life pretty much automatically. In life, problems may arise, will arise, but every problem has a solution. Albert Einstein said, if you cannot find the solution of a problem just because the problem is wrongly disposed, in order not to let life take you anywhere which you want, you should and you must be able to make your own map of life. Choose your own direction. Be your own compass. Be the master of your own destiny. Pessimistic voice is the voice of a liar. It's the voice of a cheater. It's the voice of a loser. It's the voice of failure. Optimistic voice is the voice of truth, the voice of a winner, the voice of success. It's everyone's responsibility to know which of the voice to listen to. Many people never realize that if they have always two keys in their hands, the key to success and the key to failure, you have both in your hands, and it's your own responsibility to decide which one to use. Be a winner. Winners are not the people who never fail, but people who never quit. Remember, quitters never win, and winners never quit. Divine intelligence is in charge of my life. I am now open, receptive, and obedient to its rich instruction and guidance. Chapter 3, Thoughts, Imagination, Visualization. Once again, imagination, visualization will take you everywhere and anywhere you want. Focus on what you want and it will come into your life. Your thoughts is the most powerful tools you have to accomplish great things when you use it the right way. You can do anything you picture your mind of doing. Your belief driven your behavior. And your behavior produces your result. A man is what he thinks about all day long. What your wishes are. If you really want to be a better person, certainly you will become a better person. Because it's what you wish, it's what you want. If you think positive things, you will achieve certainly positive things and get positive results. Vice versa. Your belief determines your action. And your actions will determine your result. If your belief is off, certainly your result will be off. When your belief is wrong, action will be wrong, and there is no question about it. There's no question about that. Your result also will be wrong. Mental preparation comes first for everything in life, for even for sex. All things can be accomplished within the mind, but you need to prepare the mind for whatever you want to accomplish. The mind is the connecting link between the form and unformed world. You are magnetic. As a magnet, you do not have to force success or opportunity to come to you. You should be able to attract them to you pretty much automatically because you are a magnet. Sometimes we are where we are is just because we are what we are. Always revise yourself to see what need to be changed, what need to be improved. Remember, we become what we think about the most. Chapter 4, Sowing and Reaping. You must sow before reaping. Don't expect something for nothing, like many people always expecting to get something, but never think about giving nothing back. If you have a piece of land, guess what? The land doesn't really care about what you plant in it. Simply, it will return multiple times whatever you have planted, whatever the seed that you put on it. But if you keep your seeds in your hands, you don't put it in the land, the result, you got nothing. Watch out. Be careful about what you are planting in your mind, in your heart. If you sow, you shall reap. Once again, be careful of what you are planting. If you are planting bad seeds, certainly you are going to harvest bad fruits. Chapter 5, Sales, Salesmanship, Selling. Sales could be your ticket to financial freedom. Sales is the most awesome business ever existed. Sales is the second largest employment source in America. Nothing happened until someone sold something. It's absolute that something has to be sold for the tax to be paid. So the city government, the county government, the state government, the federal government can keep running. By the way, everybody has something for sale. Or I should say, everyone is selling something, somehow, somewhere. It could be your time, it could be your labor, your courage, or else. Unfortunately, not everyone wants to develop their selling skill. Nobody was born as a master salesperson. Pretty much every person has to train, develop this important talent. Sales is one of the business that allow ordinary person to become extraordinary financially speaking. People are constantly running at high speed after wages from so-called job, while they have the opportunity to become an entrepreneur, a business owner, an investor. Remember, wages only make you a living, but being an entrepreneur, being an investor, being a business owner can make you a lifetime wealth, can make you rich, can make you become financially independent. People get themselves so busy making a living that makes them forget totally about making a life. Chapter 6, 80-20 rule. A rule of thumb that states that 80% of outcomes can be attributed to 20% of the causes for a given event. In business, the 80-20 rule is used to help managers identify problems and determine which operating factors are most important and should receive the most attention based on an efficient use of resources. As a company, 80% of your result will come from 20% of your workforce. As individual, 80% of your result will certainly come from 20% of your effort. The 80-20 rule as applying to a number of different facets of life and business. An example of the 80-20 rule in economics would be that 80% of the country's wealth is controlled by less than 20% of the population. 80% of a country's wealth, the United States of America, is controlled by less than 20% of the entire population. Chapter 7. Energy. Life is energy, and the power of words. When things change in your life, often we have resistance to the change. But if you understand the structure of the universe, life is constantly changing. Everything is energy. Life and creation, then you will understand that life is change and nothing ever stands still. Everything is energy, and energy is continuous motion all and change. If energy stood still, it will be gone, and there will be no life. Can you believe that? Change is always happening for the good of you and for everyone. It is the evolution of life. Don't be scared of changes. Don't be scared of change. People sometimes are very scared of changes. Let the change come in your life. Let the change come. Let the change come. Any words you speak have a frequency. And the moment you speak them, they are released into the universe. The law of attraction responds to all frequencies. And so it is also responding to the words that you speak. When you use very strong words such as terrible, shocking, and horrible to describe any situation in your life, you are sending out an equally strong frequency, and the law of attraction must respond by bringing that frequency to you. The important it is for you to speak strong about what you want and do not use strong words about what you don't want. Every good thought, every good words, every good emotion, and every act of kindness is lifting the vibration of you being new heights. And as you begin to raise your vibration, a new life and a new world will reveal itself to you. Feeling better will help your brain to find the solutions of your problems and other issues. Look for the positive in every turn instead of focusing on the negative. What you focus on will determine what happens to your problems. The way out of any difficult situation is to feel a little bit better. Make feeling better your number one priority pretty much every day in your life, and you will move yourself out of any difficult situation to a new frequency where the situation must change for the better. Your external world is the reflection of your inner world. Once you water yourself with right wisdom, the right philosophy, and positive winning attitude, and the light of right purpose, then you can have a right mindset for accomplishing your dream, your purpose, despite of stormy adversities. So just feed your mind with positive, abundant, and life prospering thought, which can open the channels of miracle, creating doors which is divinely constructed for your prosperous and purposeful design quality of life. You are only responsible, you are the only one in charge for the quality of your life and for your destiny. Chapter 8, Part 1, Economics and Finance. Dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging, DCA, is an investment strategy for reducing the impact of volatility on large purchases of financial assets such as equities. And dollar cost averaging, the investor decides on two parameters: the fixed amount of money invested each time and the time horizon over which all the investment are made. The technique of buying a fixed dollar amount of a particular investment on a regular schedule, regardless of the share price. More shares are purchased when prices are low, and fewer shares are bought when prices are high. Dollar cost averaging, TCA, also referred to as constant dollar blend. It takes a lifetime. The point is to maintain committed to this investment for years and not to allow fluctuation and price to affect your buying strategy. Implementing a dollar cost averaging strategy. The very first step in planning to use this strategy is to determine how much you can realistically afford to invest over an extended period of time. This is very important because the strategy will not reduce risk of loss effectively unless the investment amount is consistent. The next step in this or any other stock strategy should be to choose your investment carefully. Remember, you need to stay with this investment for many years for the strategy to be effective. Chapter, Chapter 8, Part 2. Chapter 8, Part 2. This presentation prepared and presented by Anthony from the state of Florida, real estate professional, realtor. My phone number is 786-709-6577, 305-974-6717. An insurance representative, life and health insurance specialist, certified, experienced, licensed professional. You can visit www.knowledgefinancial.com or www.financialacademyschool.com. Chapter 8, Part 2, Compound Interest. Compound interest, interest calculated on the initial principal and also on the accumulated interest of previous periods of deposits or a loan. Compound interest can be thought as interest on interest, and will make a deposit or loan grow at faster rate than a simple interest investment, which is interest calculated only on the principal amount. Compound interest, meaning the interest of your money is compounding. The interest of your money is making money, and your money is making money. The rate at which compound interest accrues depends on the frequency of compounding. The higher the number of compounding periods, the greater the compound interest. While the magic of compounding has led to story of Albert Einstein supposedly calling it the great wonder of the world, or man's greatest invention. Compounding can also work against you, against consumers who have loans that carry very high interest rates, such as credit card debt. One of the reasons that you cannot finish to pay your credit card, even if you send the payment every month, usually the minimum payment. If you owe a $10,000, $5,000 credit card debt, $15,000, $20,000, chances that you might never be able to finish paying because of compounding interest. The interest of that money is making money because what you're paying for is only the interest. Whatever the amount you send monthly, most of the times you pay the interest, and the principal of that money is still there. That's been 10, 20, 30 years after you still owe the money. Like I said, while the magic compounding has led Albert Einstein calling it the great wonder of the world, this can work against you, against consumers, against your brothers, against your sisters, against your daughters, against your son, against your fathers, against your sister, your mother. For example, a credit card balance of $20,000 carried at an interest rate of 20%, compounded monthly, will result in total compound interest of $4,388 over 1 year, or about $365 per month. Compound interest only. Chapter 8, Part 3, Rule of 72. Rule of 72 stating that in order to find the number of years required to double your money at a given interest rate, you divide the compound return into 72. The compound interest states that in order to find the number of years required to double your money, your investment at a given interest rate, all you have to do, you have to divide the compound and return into 72. That means all you need to know is the interest rate, how much they are paying you, and then you will be able to know how long it will take your money to double. The result is the approximate number of years that it will take for your investment to double. Rule of 72. For example, if you want to know how long it will take to double your money at 12%, your investment at 12%, if you can find a place where they can pay you 12% interest, all you have to do, divide 12 into 72, and you get 6 years to double your money, your investment. If you can find a place where they give you 6%, an interest rate at 6%, divide 6 into 72, and you get 12 years to double your money, your investment. If you can find a place the place give you 4%, an interest rate at 4%, divide 4 into 72, and you get 18 years to double your money, worth of 72s. If you got the 2% interest rate at 2%, divide 2 into 72, it will take you 36 years to double your money. So if you have money to invest, if you are going to invest your money, find out between the 2% interest rate, 4%, 6%, 12%, which one will you take? Which one will be better for you? That's the power of Rule of 72. That's the secret of Rule of 72, the number rule of finance. Learning. If you stop learning, you stop living. You stop growing. You stop moving forward. Learning should never stop. Learning. If you stop learning, you stop living. You stop growing. You stop moving forward. Learning should never stop. When you are learning, you are growing. And when you are growing, when you are not growing, you are dying. It takes a learning. If you stop learning, you stop living. You stop growing, you stop moving forward. Learning should never stop. When you are learning, you are growing. When you are not learning, you are dying. It takes a lifetime to build a reputation, but it could take only a few seconds, perhaps a minute to lose your reputation. And once you lose it, it's not that easy to recuperate it, to get it back again. To protect your reputation, protect your dignity, protect your good value. This presentation prepared and presented to you by Anthony from the state of Florida, real estate professional realtor. Phone number 767096577, 305-974-6717. An insurance representative